Tammy, we have 7 o'clock. We'll call the meeting to order. Previous minutes, we have 2 minutes that we need to report. Forgot the dates though.
Today's 28th, so one of them's the 14th,
The
right?
14th and what was the one before that? I'm sorry, I wasn't here.
The 7th?
Sorry.
14th was the last official select board meeting.
So it would be the 23rd. 23rd.
I make a motion, we accept the minutes as presented on July 14th and July 23rd.
No, June 23rd
Oh, June 23rd, sorry.
and July 14th. Motion has been made and
I'll second that.
motion's been made by John, seconded by Todd. All those in favor for accepting the June
Oh, poop, I
23rd?
can't do it. I wasn't here on the 14th.
Okay.
I have to abstain.
So
I'll
let me finish this out. All those in favor of approving the June 23rd meeting minutes signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I will abstain as I was not present at that meeting. So it passes 3-0. Want to do it again for the 14th, please?
I'll make a motion. We accept the minutes for the July 14th meeting.
I'll second that.
Motion's been made and seconded for the July 14th meeting. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any
abstain.
opposed?
I abstain.
John abstains. Vote passes 3-0. No,
7.
7:01 now.
Right on the nose.
Come on now.
Come on, keep up.
Keep up. First on, I have Carolyn, but Pat, you're here representing?
On behalf of the commission.
Okay.
Right on the mic, Pat. Thank you.
I'm here, Pat Evans, on behalf of the Conservation Commission to correct an error that I made at the last meeting, suggesting that we appoint a fellow by the name of Green to the Bakersfield Conservation Commission. I gave you his wrong first name. I'm not going to repeat it, but his correct name is Gary Green.
Gary.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all I have him here for.
Can I get a motion on that?
I'll make a motion that we accept the appointment of Gary Green to the Conservation Commission.
Also, they are not elected.
They're appointed.
It's not elected, you will appoint.
So we're appointed.
That's why I said appointed though.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think there was a sense of how many terms, how many years
Oh,
they
okay.
would serve. They served.
Okay. Yeah, because we said the remainder of this year's term and then they would have to run again. Right. That would be the correction. So the motion has been made.
I'll second that motion.
Todd to second it. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay.
Thanks, Pat.
Tell Gary, thank you. All right, Alex,
That's good.
we're cruising right through tonight. Nice day out.
Hi, everybody. Alex Barkley, Forward Written. Good to see you again. I think you all have my update. They don't, I've got, you want to make a couple copies? Got that? We can pause.
So one of the ones that we were discussing before you got here, not all of us, but Todd had said something, maybe it was Lance, I can't remember. Could we look and see if there's another grant for road signs,
Like
for
speed
the
signs.
speed limit signs?
Okay.
Kind of similar to the one we got for the crosswalk, but
Yeah.
we know that one was specific for crosswalks and something else.
Bikes and pedestrians.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
The safety, I don't know if
So if
there's a
there's-
safety grant out there or something.
Okay.
that we might be able to tag those into.
Yeah, I can go back to V-Trans and see if there's a funding stream for that.
That was,
They would be solar powered as well.
Oh, okay. Where would they be placed? Where you
They'd be
thinking?
placed on.
each end of town.
Each
Okay.
end of town on one of the roads.
Yeah.
We'd have to go through the same.
No,
thing.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things we've
Right.
been discussing, kind of batting around, and
Yep.
if there's money out there, great. If not, well, we'll keep kicking it around for a little bit longer. Doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many signs do we need?
Thank you. What's that?
How many signs are we looking to get?
Two. One on each end of town.
Right by the 30 mile sign.
Yeah. Can't replace the 30-mile-an-hour zones.
Yeah, eventually maybe one on 36, but.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't have as many complaints of people coming up
Mostly this
36.
way, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I'm back a little bit. I took some time off, so thank you for your patience while I was doing that. My wife and I celebrated the birth of our daughter,
Congratulations.
one of the newest residents of Bakersfield. I don't know if she's still the newest, but not much has been built on the contract, just 3 hours, which includes just some general administrative tasks, grant searching, and then also I attended the webinar for the Vermont Preservation Trust Village Trust Initiative, which I'll talk about in a second. Actually, I'll move there now. This is one that I wanted to talk about because it's coming up soon. And I think Lance, you're familiar with this one. I think you put in an application for this last year for Brigham. I think it's still potentially a good avenue to go down a path of trying to restore the building. I don't think all of the resources for that particular, I don't think it would provide all the funding, right? That's a pretty big problem in terms of the amount of money needed. But lots of technical assistance available through the initiative, environmental testing, architectural design, potentially. They have a team of consultants that would support, as well as help fundraise. The downside of this is that municipalities are not eligible. So you have to establish a community trust.
Okay.
Yep.
Send me what you have on that information. Oh,
Mhm. Yep.
Send me what information you have on that, and I will forward that to an interested party. They
Okay.
are at this point very involved, and they want to go forward. And
This is a
could
developer?
help. This could help them.
Yeah. Okay. It's a developer or?
Yes.
Okay. So what this would say was you got to form a 501c3 nonprofit. The town would have to be willing to give that nonprofit site control of Brigham. And it has to be, in line with economic development principles, basically. So some sort of economic development for the town. And so you don't have to have that entity formed at the time of the application, but you have to have some idea of who's going to be involved, because you got to list your people, right? Like first officer of this community trust would be Lance or whoever that would be. You got to name, I think, at least 3 people that have to be involved with it.
I had expected them to be here at this meeting.
Okay. If you would like me to, I know that we applied last year. I'm gonna reach out. I can reach out to the Preservation Trust, see if we can get any feedback about last year's application. I know it might be a substantially different kind of scenario than it was last year. But it's always good to kind of hear the outside criticisms. And then if you do have any further meetings where you're going to be talking about it, I'd like to be involved, especially if we're going to plan to do an application. It's not a too difficult application, but I would want to get it working on it like pretty soon, just because we have about a month to get it done. The other things that are kind of on the coming up list, I found this one, Lintelak Foundation. I think Pat left. This would have been good for the Conservation Commission, perhaps. I can send this to them. They are a funder of mainly Vermont outdoor activities. So you see kind of their topic areas there: water quality, biodiversity, conservation, food systems, even environmental sciences. They haven't funded municipalities in the past, but they've done some grassroots groups, and they've funded the state departments in a few cases. So I think that they may be open to that. And I think the Conservation Commission might still fit their wheelhouse a little bit. I would, of course, want to have a conversation maybe ahead of time with them if we were interested in going after funds from that group.
Todd brings up a good point. I wonder if that would be worth looking into for the water quality for
To protect that
Belvedere Mountain Road.
Belvedere Mountain Road. That would fall.
Who is that?
It's recreational one, and number 2, it's protecting the environment.
If we could get an application in on that to help us establish and maintain outdoor recreation
Right.
while protecting the water quality of
Right.
that corridor.
We could spend it that way. We
Yeah.
could spend it where we're confining damage to a narrow corridor.
Right, that's what
rather
I'm
than
saying,
the,
yeah. And it's
Yeah.
recreational, and it's recreational, and it's by.
Is that the Shattuck Mountain Trail or is that the?
No, that is Belvedere Mountain Road.
Yeah,
That takes any cost that the town would incur off the town.
Yeah.
right, now, that's what I was thinking.
So it'd be curious, like what is the matching? What are the,
They don't have a matching requirement, but again, they have not funded municipalities
okay,
in the past.
Heard that.
So it would be, yeah, we would need to ask the question if they would be
Right.
willing to entertain that, or if it would fall under
So-
the Conservation Commission better, you know.
if they're not willing to entertain that on a municipality, it might be worth reaching out to the ATV and
Yeah,
off-road
yeah,
clubs
There you go, yep.
to see if they would, because
Kind of.
I think we can, if it's not the town, I
Mhm.
think there's entities within the town that would, or that
Yeah.
are interested in that area
Right,
that would be willing to help us out in the application process.
Yeah, can you tell me a little bit more about the project, just as I?
So what has happened is up on what they call the arena,
Mhm.
there's been excessive private
Off-roading.
property damage due to beaver ponds and
Well, the baby ponds, not so much, it's the people in them.
the people
Right.
tearing them out, right?
Oh.
People destroying beaver dams and using the pond beds for ATV, UTV,
Oh,
4x4,
falls under the forest health, conservation, all that, so, yeah.
which, I mean, we could, there's tons of people that we can get involved in this. You've got Manchester Lumber, you've got, it's not Green Crow, what
The
is it
state's
now?
been involved in it too from the A&R.
Maple Horizon.
Oh, yeah.
Right, and they're tearing apart their waterways, which is
Yeah.
breaking up the ecosystem itself.
So there's tons of connection to that,
Right.
but
And if September might be a little bit too expeditious to get all those groups together, but like this is a quarterly thing. So if we were to miss that September 15th, I think the next one is in December.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Yeah, realistically, we wouldn't be doing any work this year.
no, you couldn't get into it this year.
right. Why don't I just I'll make a note to check in again with you guys about that
Yep.
next time I come in
As
August.
this, yeah, if you could get us information just to see, if they're willing, if a municipality can apply, and
Mhm.
if not, that'll give us the option to send out invites to get the ATV, UTV.
They have from the
Off-road.
state governments, though, that's why I'm saying it's important to let them know the state's been involved in this
The
process.
state water
Yeah.
quality people have been up
Right.
there, the
Forest
state
and Park has been.
county foresters.
Yeah,
Yep.
There's a pretty big pool of interested parties, so this one may be. That may be an easy one to.
Yeah, and it may just be like that one of those partners has to be the lead on the proposal,
right, right.
right?
Okay.
And that, that's okay. Especially if they're willing to do it,
Right.
Next up is one that I thought that the library could use. It's a little bit of a lift because it's a 1-to-1 match, but the Vermont Human Services and Educational Facilities grants. This is done by the Department of Building and General Services. And the grants are up to $25,000 with a match, with some, they want shovel-ready projects, which is always fun. But I know that the library trustees had done some designing of what they want that facility to be, so I'm not really sure where they're at with that process. The reason I picked them out in particular is because there have been plenty of other municipal libraries that have received these funds over the past few years.
John, do you know where they are on MERP? Are you?
No, I haven't heard from I haven't heard any update on them on MERP because they were handling their half.
Be used in conjunction with MERP funding?
I would doubt that you can use MERP funds to match it because
Okay.
it's state funds against
State-
state funds, right?
It's coming from
Hey.
the same folks, buildings and general
Yeah,
services.
it's a good question. Yeah. And then there's also the coming up in October, or it will be due in October. They're going to release the RP in August, historic preservation grant. So $20,000. Again, that could go towards Brigham, Carriage Barn, Hearst House, any of those historical society, any of those buildings that would meet the criteria. But again, the buildings have to be eligible or listed on the National Register of Historic Places. That's it. Those were the biggest ones that are coming up pretty soon. So I'm gonna, Lance, send you some more information about Vermont Preservation Trust.
Yes, please.
So I'll send you this plus some detail, and then I can reach out to Lintelak Foundation to see if they'd entertain a proposal.
Forward any information you find on that to,
Todd?
No, Nikki.
Oh, Nikki.
Because
Yeah.
Nikki's been the lead
she's
on that
kind of
for
been the
us.
lead
Yeah.
on that project on the mountain.
Okay.
Oh, what's up?
Lawrence?
Yep.
I'll send info to,
Thank you, sir. And
okay.
if she gets that and is like, what is it, then you can just tell her to contact one of us and we can, or you can explain it to her and tell her that we
Something.
told you to send it to her.
Yeah, yeah. I'll just make a general inquiry, see if I can find an email or a phone number to just give them a call and say, hey, here's kind of what the project is. I don't know a ton about it, but we're kind of interested to see if you'd be, you'd entertain that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if it needs to be another party that would, if the town can't do it, if another party.
Yeah.
Cause there was some very
Mm-hmm.
interested parties in making sure that that didn't get shut down, but
Yep.
was made to be what it's supposed to be, so.
Yep. Awesome. And then I'll probably send that human services education facilities grant opportunity to the trustees of the library, just so they're aware. They may not be able to do a match like that, but at least they have the information there. So I think that was it, other than like just wanting to check in a little bit about the two grants that we did get last year, the bike pedestrian one and MERP. I know that MERP updated on the
Permits, we
agenda.
get all the permits to do the pedestrian crosswalk.
Nice. Cool.
Finally.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
So going to be happening soon then.
Soon.
Okay, cool. And then I can just stick around for the MERP update if you guys are still talking about that.
That's towards the end unless we want to jump to that so that Alex doesn't have to stay.
For what?
MERP. I mean, I was just curious
Yes.
if, I know that when we were negotiating the contract, part of it was, do you need any additional administrative help? I know John's got a lot on his plate, so I would just,
MERP's hinging on one person or one quote.
yeah.
I'm looking at them. Ryan. Roof. You were going to talk to the guy about the quotes for the roof?
Yeah, you've got two guys coming in.
When are they coming?
Yes. As soon as they can get off the roof.
As soon as they get off the roofs, they're putting in.
Bob Peters,
That's good enough.
Jim Miller.
He was out front with his grandson, looking up, having to see the camera. He was he's got him.
One of them's been here.
I only ask because it's what's holding up MERP is the roof. We have to, well, I guess, we're not supposed to move on to the next step. They have them ordered. And we can't move on to the next step, which is the furnaces, until we get the insulation fixed up in the roof. We can't, in the ceiling, we can't do that until we repair the roof because it's leaking. Supposedly, it's got a whole bunch of not pinholes in there. It's not like a big leak to fix. It's the whole roof looks like, I think it was described as a starry night
Yeah.
up there. So we need to get that roof repaired and the insulation done so I can move on to the next step. Or we roll the dice and we just spend the money for the furnace from the town money. And, at least we get the furnace moving and the reimbursement will be slow for that, which means that we don't have the money for the roof. Might have the money for the roof.
That's a lot of dice rolling.
Yeah.
It's a lot of dice.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here, this is our third meeting. We talked about this roof and I still don't have a quote on the roof.
Well, the problem is it's peak season.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Hopefully we get a couple quotes and.
because it's also, it's the only good side to that is it's the slower season for the furnaces. So in the next month and a half, 2 months, that's going to pick up. We're not going to get anyone to the furnace. And we have to have all this in by 2026.
Right. The end of 2026 though, right?
Right.
Sorry?
You have till the end of 2026, right?
Well, yeah, somewhere in 2026, this thing comes up.
I think it's December.
We did our first step, which was the door thresholds. Thank you. And I already put in for the reimbursement of those. It's minuscule compared to the next two steps.
I make a motion that we use the building improvement fund to put the furnaces in. I know we can't submit for reimbursement until the roof is done, but we'll just wait.
Okay.
There's nothing in the grant that specifies
I was
that
just
though.
gonna say, nothing,
We
we're
wanna
gonna
make sure that the,
get screwed over on.
yeah, we don't wanna get screwed over and end up footing the bill for all of it.
Right,
We get screwed over if we wait too long too.
no, yeah.
Well, we just established that we have until the end of 2026.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just,
Is the furnace gonna,
can't take the roof.
is it gonna last the winter?
Well, it did last winter, we didn't do it.
Well,
Well,
You
so-
may end up with wood
So
stove
here's
on the
the
floor.
problem is we've got- the problem is we've got two projects that have to be done. One's hinging on the other.
Yep.
The one that the boiler's hinging on the roof,
Right,
but if we put the cart before the horse and the horse keels over,
yeah.
the cart doesn't do us any good.
But we'll come back around to, we need to press the people for the quotes for the roof.
And I mean, it's still, it's the end of July.
Yeah.
Work that's being done right now, on these roofing contractors or any contract that's worth its salt,
Right,
probably had this all built out a year ago.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, trust me,
So you're not just gonna yell out, 2 months ago and get a quote coming in.
unless you go to a real expensive
Because
company.
they're both, anybody that's working out on a house, both. Probably look through next year,
see what happens.
Unless you go to. a
I mean, we just
commercial-
don't have that. We don't have, if you follow what Brian's saying, we're gonna be lucky to have the roof this time next year on there, right?
I could be wrong, but I think I remember the language in the grant agreement saying if you had committed the funds. So like if you signed off on approving a contractor to do the roof, even if they hadn't done it. I think.
So we
the
just have to
case-
commit, we
If
need
we
to
get
vote for the.
committee or
I think-
Middle, then do the furnace, we're okay, you're saying, more than likely.
Let's double check on
Yeah,
that.
let's double
And,
check, and that's,
I
yeah,
mean, if they
Yeah.
come back with a quote
right,
and we can, and the verbiage does say that, then
right. Then
it'll
we-
cover us and we can
Yeah,
sign on the dotted line.
Yep.
Get the furnace going.
Tim-
We've still gotta find somebody willing to do the furnace.
yeah,
Yeah, I think the key is that, if that's the case, Alex, get back to us right away. We'll get a quote and commit the roof. We'll
I can
commit
look
to
it
the
up while I'm
plan.
sitting here, while you guys are doing it. I have all the files still on my computer, so.
Right.
Um, just as an aside, another local contractor, who I know he does some roofing is Jeremy Trombley. He did a fantastic renovation for me on my property and, was available within, I don't know, 6 weeks to 8 weeks, something like that. So I don't know if he's still got that kind of time, but he lives over on Desautels Road. Yeah, so he might be worth talking to, especially if you need somebody soon.
yep.
I mean, cause I think we've pretty much established that the slate is gonna have to come off.
Yeah, it's
and
gonna be a
it's
metal
gonna-
roof.
And it's gonna,
Yeah,
that's,
it's gonna
that's,
be a metal roof.
it's gonna have to be a metal roof,
Yeah.
and probably not standing seam.
No, no.
Because I don't believe,
Look out when the snow comes down.
Town hall repair is-
This deck will be gone now.
Yeah.
yeah.
town hall repair.
Well, if you put the things on.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's but they probably wouldn't be.
And we-
No,
I don't know if that's
because that's a
conventional
very
hire.
limited number of people.
We're
that
still
do it.
there, right?
Is that what you
Yeah,
called
we'll-
for, Brian?
burners.
Was standing? seam?
We'd have to.
I said you wanted.
Yeah,
follow
well,
the guidelines
I'm just saying that
to get
if
Reimbursed.
it's something that,
60
like you
feet
said,
back.
if they're booked out through next summer. And it's something that has to get done beforehand, then standing seam may not be an option that's viable. It might have to be a painted barn steel. Which I mean, seen a lot of houses with painted barn steel and doesn't really seem to bother. I'd say I don't think you wanna try shingles on this roof, but
Oh, I wouldn't shingle this roof.
We also need to get all those pine needles off that porch roof before that gets totally destroyed by them.
that one is shingles, right?
That is shingled.
Yep.
The overhang. Did you? Thank you. I didn't notice it. I drove in, it came right in.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
Jeremy Trombley. Yep, he lives on Desautels Road. I can give you his number if you.
Oh. Yeah, we talked about that before. It just destroys a roof. Anyhow,
Right?
Yep.
so with MERP, that's what we're waiting there. The library, I haven't heard anything about MERP. Not
Maybe,
people.
Tammy, can you put a request out to the library to give us a update
MERP.
on where they are with MERP
Yeah,
and their building project?
Yeah, because they have They just had
haven't-
some seals and some other stuff, nothing
Yep.
major.
Excellent. Anything
Okay.
else for Alex?
No,
Just an aside, as far as the planning grant for the town plan.
Okay.
I put in the application for the first allotment, which was $6,900 and change.
Yeah.
And it's been accepted and approved. We're just waiting for the check.
Nice. Yeah. I
Nice.
talked to Bill a while ago and said that, he said that, Northwest Regional Planning Commission was helping you guys with that at all. Or,
yeah, Bill's reached out to
Bill-
the Northwest Planning Commission,
Yeah.
Northwest Regional Planning
Yeah.
Commission. They're
I asked him
working
if
with
he
them.
needed help with the grant, basically.
And he said no.
Said no.
I can't remember her name.
I know what she looks like.
Marlena? Is it Marlena? Valenti?
No,
No.
No, it's a skinny young lady, a
Mm.
thin young lady.
Yeah. Emily.
After,
Emily Clark, yes, thank you.
perfect.
Cool.
Thanks,
Thanks
Alex.
you all. I'm gonna look at that MERP contract before I go.
Thank you.
Road crew. Or whoever wants to come up. Oh, is Linda here for? Well, they're separate.
We're past the others. Come on. Turn it on.
We have not had time to look at it.
Please turn the mic on, Linda.
No,
There you go.
it wasn't. Okay. Pardon me?
Sent it to town of Bakersfield at gmail.com.
I sent it to all the select board and you.
You mean the individual?
Have my phone with me.
Yes. Cause I've got them in a group that says Bakersfield Select Board and all I have to do is hit the button.
Sign into that. one.
It didn't go to that one.
It went to my personal email,
Went to you.
It was.
Tammy Brennan, 119.
Gmail. There she is. It's about the monument you're talking
So-
about.
Bakersfield Veterans Monument Committee met. We assigned officers. Chairperson Dan O'Rourke, Vice Chair Brian Ovitt, and Clerk myself. Additional folks that were present was Bob Gautreaux and Lisa Maynard. And we reviewed David Ovitt's DD 214 and his DD 215, which is a correction of the DD 214, showing that David participated aboard ship for the Lebanon crisis in 1958. So that is currently not a header on the monument out there, but it could be placed in under the Korea War header. And so that gives you the name of the Lebanon crisis, 1958, and David Ovitt's name as it should appear on the monument. And I brought you the paperwork for your file. His DD 214, DD 215, plus his letters back and forth, getting his DD 214 corrected.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Linda, can you
I-
make sure Todd?
Yeah, I have a little problem. They weren't supposed to meet until I met with them because
Oh,
I'm
is
the
it?
select board
Didn't,
person. Yes, and Dan was told that.
you know, Dan didn't say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
he forgot that part.
Yeah.
And I wasn't aware of that. I apologize.
No, that's fine. It's just, yeah. We hadn't gone over the criteria or anything because I had all
So
that to
it-
go over with them.
We did set up,
How can they set that up when I wasn't there? That's my
Okay.
question.
and you hadn't provided any input. Okay.
Yeah.
So Todd, are you requesting to attend the next meeting to finalize this, which is being presented now? Hold off until it's presented, until you're at the next meeting? Okay.
Okay. That's good.
I look at it. I don't have a problem with David. No, I mean, it fits what we've used in the past.
But we do need an SOP for,
That's what I had developed.
Yes.
And,
okay. you've
and
got
it's
one-
based on the criteria everybody else is using, other towns.
Exactly, exactly.
And that's,
And I gave them a draft of the beginning because I didn't know that you'd put anything together.
no, that's not your fault. They
Yes.
just, I thought he knew that when I talked to him, but he probably forgot.
Yeah.
He probably did.
I was gonna say, I wasn't part of any of that conversation, so I don't know how that went, so.
Well,
Okay.
he met me out of one of the meetings and I said, we need to schedule a meeting and warn it. Because it's a public meeting, it
Yep.
has to be warned.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
and I don't think this one was.
No.
So technically, it's not a legal
Trying to get
meeting.
everybody together and.
Yeah, it's not a legal meeting in this case that they
So
could do
good.
any actions or anything with.
So at this time, what we'll take this email as is,
We'll schedule a
Framework
meeting.
for,
the,
Informative.
this, nomination has been researched.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
and
That's-
I'll give you all the research.
Because
right
we
here.
we did approve the members of the committee. if I
Yes.
remember right.
Yep.
Yes,
So, okay,
Yep.
yeah.
and Dan had said you had told him he would be the chair.
I did tell him that I was gonna ask that at the meeting we had. So,
Okay,
I don't think they understand the open meeting laws and that they have to follow them just like any other
Okay.
organization.
very good.
So, okay.
So we'll put that,
I will get
we'll
with
put
him.
that to you, Todd,
Yep, I
to
will
clear
get with
that
Dan.
up.
Yep. And get a
Perfect.
meeting scheduled.
And
Yes.
I did pick up the real estate sign off the corner because the common's not for sale. And that's a violation of Vermont, sign law.
the one that's pointing down the street.
Yeah,
There's an arrow pointing down the street.
it's in the
Okay.
right of way and it's also
Right.
town common.
That is true.
That,
Yep.
and it's for that trailer, right?
This is the realty sign on the town property at the corner.
Those
Should be put up
realty?
there, but it
No,
can't be put on.
it's, Century 21.
Right. She's a fairly new realtor.
Oh.
Todd, can we, just when you,
I will make
When
sure
you-
Tammy knows and I'll copy you guys.
and just make sure we get it on the agenda. Cause like, if they had been, if this had been like a, will you accept, technically we can't.
Right,
So,
right.
okay,
And,
thank you.
I'll get with him and we'll schedule an official
You got
meeting.
an update? Okay, Alex, come on back.
Okay.
Okay, yep,
Stuff.
yep. Okay,
That's all
perfect,
done.
thanks.
All right,
We'll
so just
schedule that meeting.
pulled up the grant agreement with, for MERP. And, it says Building and General Services commits to having all grant payments out to towns by 12/31/2026. If the grantee has demonstrated completed work but has not yet completed the projects by September 30th, 2026, the grantee must prove they have vendors under contract to complete the work for this project.
Okay, so we have until September to be under contract.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a little bit better.
Better than I thought.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, thank you, Alex.
Yeah, sure. Hopefully that's helpful.
It is.
we're back to roads.
Mac.
Yes.
Hey,
Oh, I got that already.
see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Do you want, one of you want to come forward, all of you?
It looks like Tweedledee and.
Good alone.
What are these? Yeah.
It's Larry, Darrell,
Daryl,
and
Daryl, come on down.
No, your arms broke. I mean, your ears stopped. working.
Larry, Bill, and Curly.
Yeah, no, they're all Daryls. They're all Daryls.
Yeah.
You have nothing, you have nothing. Remember to turn on the mic.
That's-
Thank you.
State your name and.
I don't know anything.
Do you want to start or do you want me to?
Go ahead.
Okay. So I got a couple. We signed this one.
Get up here, Wescom.
It's the drilling underground
Yep,
on East Bakersfield Road.
yep.
That
Thanks,
was,
Alex.
we approved that via we just wanted to make sure it went through you before,
yep.
so that one's good to go.
Yep.
Says we sent a copy, hand that to
Yep.
Tammy.
Amy?
You did send a copy.
Yep, I saw the note. Next one we have is for Witch Cat Road.
Granger,
Yep, have you already checked this site and it meets all of your,
just needs a culvert and, yep.
right, and you have in here. Drive access permit to the 18-inch by 30 feet will be sufficient.
Yes,
Does that need to be 18?
it'd be easier for him.
Be easier for him.
If it's an 18, okay.
We can pay the bill and we can pay the bill. Not city funds.
Well, I'm more worried about the amount of water that'll flow through it. Is an 18
Right.
sufficient? Okay, then we'll stick with the 18 that's on the permit.
Mhm.
Entertain a motion.
We need a motion, just sign it.
I can just sign it?
Yeah.
Give it back to me then.
Yep.
That's all we've done in the past.
That's all we've been at, right?
I thought we always asked.
No, we've done a motion to pass that.
Yeah.
I make the motion that Josh signs the
I don't-
paperwork.
This is just-
You all gotta sign it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll make the motion that we sign the paperwork for the culvert for Granger Highline.
I'll second it since Lance has already signed it.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed?
Any further discussion?
No.
No, she's not here tonight.
Thanks, Lance.
Oh yeah, it just says no rush.
It's for culvert or access?
A road access.
But it requires a covert.
All the above.
Application approval process issued on today's the 28th. 7, right? 7/28.
7/28. 25.
28.
Then September, then
I know.
Then
The other
snow.
side of the 6-month calendar now.
They're headed into winter. I took my shirts and put them up for 2 days. We're headed to winter.
I heard it's gonna start snowing October 1st this year.
That's fine.
Okay, I plan on being in Florida that week.
I got a lot of vacation coming.
You want Tammy to have this now, or we gotta go to you?
Road policy?
Tammy.
So you're aware of this one? Your return to work?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm the one that brought it.
Wow, I assumed, but
Insurance company asked if I left a copy with you.
8/11. So he's still got another 12 days,
She was
13.
supposed to be today, but I asked my doctor and she said, come along you want. So I said, 2 more weeks, be good.
Trying to use that sick time.
Denied.
You're going.
Can you put this in his personnel file? Jeez.
Just kidding. Wait, weren't you working on the roof? No, just kidding.
7/20.
I was supervising Todd.
Supervising. Okay. Any others on roads? Everything going good?
Seems to be.
Okay.
They should be up here. I see you guys worked on that covert up on Joyle, filled that backfilled that a bit. That was eroding away. I think it was twofold. A car went off the road at like 4 AM in the morning and was trying to get out. I don't know if he was next to the covert at that moment or not, but he was definitely running back and forth. I only saw it because I had to go to work and work on something at midnight, so I didn't get home till then and watched them rock in and out of the spot. And then the water. Did you see the carving further down the road? The carving into
While I was there, kind of cleaned it up for the most part.
Yeah.
There's roads here and there that I'm gonna actually go out, I think, in the morning with a grader and try to, if the weather holds up, we don't see big thunderstorms. in the forecast.
Kings Hill or King Road would be one to go down that hill. It's pretty washed out.
Right.
again.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
We're getting washout on some roads. I don't know why either, but yeah, we're losing the
Like
the
you say, it's
edges.
starting to dry out a little bit.
Were you,
My plan was actually in the morning, I was gonna run my Mac and see if he was on board with it, is grading East Bakersfield Road.
Yep.
From the pavement to at least the
Mhm.
chat,
Yep.
because there's definitely some significant
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah.
Up
It's
there.
gonna dry it out, probably have to have low chloride.
Mhm. Yeah.
You definitely need some help.
Yep.
They'll complain about the dust before you
Right.
get the spray on.
Before you get the spray down anyways, right?
were you able to get the mower for another week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be done with that Wednesday.
Good.
Perfect.
Wednesday this week,
Excavator.
Wednesday next week.
What's that?
Wednesday this week, Wednesday next week. Okay, thank you.
Excavator still down on Whitney? Okay. Plans for moving or?
Well, we got probably a week's worth of work down there and then we're gonna move, yeah.
Okay.
Down to
Down the other place.
Budva?
Yep.
Just making sure.
Oh, it's still on the agenda.
Okay. You don't have anything else for us. The only other things we had on that was
You want to
updating
do the road policy
road
and the
policy
personnel policy.
and
tonight.
personnel
Yep.
policy. Good things for you guys to be here for and have some input if you think there's something way out of whack on that. So you guys can come on up. I mean, you might as well. You got another chair for?
There's a whole bunch of them around that
whichever
table.
one gets up here second.
Whole bunch of them around that table out there.
Those are all glued together.
I think I sent this to you, didn't I? I believe the policies. I'm pretty sure.
Have not received a policy.
I thought I copied him on it. Maybe not. Thought they did on this one on the road. policy.
Now you're gonna have to read it to him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but it's got a state one.
We're doing it tonight.
This is the personnel one, but do you want a copy?
Quite a while ago.
Yeah.
Because the only other two that kind of go with the road policies, we already have the driveway policy and we already have the four road policy.
Yep.
So this is just like the general, but it refers to some of this in there too. I borrowed it from another town, so it's been vetted.
That's the way to do it. Change a few names.
Yeah, and I mean, it seems to cover, but that's why I wanted to have you kind of look at it quickly and
They've
see.
already researched.
Yep. And the same with the personnel policy. It's a policy that another town used that we just, because ours was kind of flimsy.
Flimsy, yeah. I
would
was gonna say
Yeah,
wishy-washy, yeah, but
Yeah.
Good stuff. I like this.
Did do the update.
just remember you're on mic now.
I did do the updates that Nikki asked me to do.
While we're waiting, we're talking roads. Did we get anything for the applications for the opening?
We have another application. Yep.
Okay.
The only problem with that is we were gonna update the personnel policy before we posted the
Right.
actual job posting.
So people have heard that we got an
But
opening.
People are
People are
hearing
starting
that
to
it's
send.
open, so we're getting applications.
That way we can put the right information in the.
Right,
Notice, yeah.
Our plan was, and I don't know if I shared this, I don't think I did, Mac, but I was gonna send this to you, but
You want me to call on this?
which one? I think it's already happened.
Oh, you know what?
Tammy would know.
Somebody said that, they had a place to do it.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. I don't, yeah, yeah.
Could you stand on your head so I can read the shirt?
Yeah, it's so I can read it.
Yep.
Let's see, that's not gonna work. You think I can stand on my head? So what we did for the opening, the position is, or what we're in the process of doing is the town of Franklin put out an ad. I don't know if you saw it or not.
didn't see it, but I heard.
Okay. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna
Use
look
it.
through it, change the
Change
stuff as it
names.
applies to us
Okay.
and send it back out because it's already met all the new guidelines that the state has put forward for job application or job opening, so. Yeah, so we just gotta update. We have to accept the personnel policy before we can send this, otherwise we'd be sending out something with. Yep. You read that out loud so we don't have to.
I'm taking a long night.
Yeah.
I think
So,
give these,
We can, yeah.
the
Yeah.
guys. a
Some
chance
time.
to
Yeah,
Review this and,
Is
set
that,
it on our agenda for the next
We've
meeting.
done that so long, Lance. We've been
the
for,
problem is they
Well,
haven't.
They
had
haven't
it.
read it.
You can't give them a personnel policy that they haven't.
it's
looked at.
our policy. It's.
We just asked them up here for their input as well.
We did, but I'm just saying, it's our policy. We've had a chance to review it. I'm giving it to them where it's a courtesy to look. But this is the policy that we're setting forward as the employer. I've never seen where an employee had input to the employee policy.
Well, there are things in the job title or job,
That stuff
we
we
don't.
don't, right?
yeah. So I mean, if there's job descriptions,
We
job.
just keep putting this off and off and off and
Oh,
it's not
I
getting
understand.
done. And if you want to do your advertisement, we got to get this done.
Well, as I say, we put it on the agenda, the next meeting and not accept any, just a suggestion.
Yeah, I'm just saying, we've done that for 3 meetings now. Right?
Yeah.
And no one brought up last week to give them a copy.
I didn't.
Make
do
up,
that.
did you make any major changes?
Yeah, it's with what I was gonna go over with them is kind of the pay policy
Okay. If you have
and,
highlighted stuff. then
and
that's it.
stuff. But I mean, it's pretty much, there's 39 sections to this. It's the title and authority, which is us. Persons covered, which is you. Equal opportunity employment, that's a standard boilerplate. Conduct of employees, that says you're representatives of the town. You gotta be, whether you like the person or not, you gotta be personable to them, treat them with respect, just like they should be treating you with. I know that's hard sometimes. Nepotism, which we don't really deal with. Hours of service, that's the hours that you're working, and I believe it's still whatever they normally were. Wage and hour policy, so section 8 would be the one we'd want to go over with them. Hours of service are 6 to 2:30. That sound right? That's what it had in here.
6 to 2:30? No, 7 to 3.
Okay, that's what I wanted to change.
Section 8? What page is section 8 on?
And you guys don't do like
It's wage, 7 hours.
Oh,
each 30 minutes,
unless you're so count the cover page.
you get a 30-minute break.
So is
I mean,
mine.
that's what's in here. I must-
So is mine.
And you
You
get a
count the-
15-minute morning break, right?
don't usually take them just
That's
because.
right. And you guys don't, this does allow for, if the road foreman wants to, like some towns do, the 10-hour days and only work 4 days for the summer months.
Yep.
We don't do it, but I mean.
No, but it's
they-
in there if you
They may
wanted
choose
to.
to do it
Right,
in the
right.
future.
And it says regular work hours may be changed. Employees are expected to work additional hours. They may exceed the normal hours for the basic week.
Yep.
As circumstances require. Any additional time beyond regular hours must be authorized by the employees, by the foreman. Basically. All crew members are required to be available for working on all-call basis, especially during the winter months. That's all standard. Employees granted attendance during regular hours. That's all standard boilerplate kind of stuff. Wage and hours that all employee pay depends on various factors, including pay scales. And we talked about doing pay scales, so I left it in here. We don't have that currently, but we talked about doing
We did
something
talk
out.
about that.
Overtime is 1.5 times the base rate. That currently is correct, right?
Mm-hmm.
An employee may elect to earn 1.5 hours of comp time for each hour worked outside the regular hours.
It's double time and a half on holidays, right?
But
Well, yeah, because you're getting your base pay is time and then you're working overtime, so you're getting 1.5. So it's double time and a half.
Yeah.
we're gonna see if it does it talk. I don't know if it talked about holidays, but I'll make.
Because your holidays,
Overtime, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Payroll requirements, bi-weekly pay, is that what we do?
It is.
Oh, yeah. Payday shall be 6 days of the last day pay period, must be paid within 72 hours completion of the pay period. Timesheets should be submitted within 24 hours of the last day. Mileage reimbursement, pay employees using their personal vehicles for approved business use at the rate equal to the Internal Revenue Service standard. That's what we do, right?
Yep.
Outside employment, primary occupation is this. If you have a second job, this is your primary. That's all that's saying.
Yep.
Political activity, that just says you can belong to a thing, but you can't bring it to work, so to speak. Alcohol, drug abuse, that's a standard one.
Yep.
Tobacco use. It just states it poses a health. Town hereby prohibits employees for use of tobacco of any form, including electronic cigarettes on town property. That's again standard with most VCLP towns now.
Yep.
Now, is that saying that smoking in vehicles is prohibited?
Right.
yeah, and in all vehicles list for,
Yeah, I see it.
Performance evaluations, employees may be provided with a job performance evaluation as such on such manner as the department supervisor or the select board deems reasonable. So I kept it both ways because we weren't sure how we were going to do that. Once a year, employees shall be reviewed every 3 months during the initial year of employment and thereafter on an annual basis. The results of such evaluations will be discussed with the employee's supervisor, and the select board will become part of the employee's personnel file.
Which basically means Mac will
Right.
do the
Regular review.
evaluation.
Well, whoever the new person is.
The road foreman will do
Road
the
foreman, yeah.
evaluation on the road crew
Right,
and
yeah.
the select board will do
Do
the
it on-
evaluation on the road foreman.
what page you on?
Or
13.
12, we're going on to 13.
He's skipping. He's not skipping, but he's cooking.
I'm just kind of going through it just there. Section is personnel records. The town's going to maintain your personnel records.
Mhm.
Use of town equipment, except as provided in section 16, the use of town equipment or property for personal use is prohibited unless approval has been granted by their supervisor. Police should have no expectation of privacy regarding any stored in or on town-owned property. So if you've got anything in your vehicle, it's town property, basically what they're saying. It's open. Use of town computer system, that's a standard boilerplate for computer use. It's quite a few pages of it goes over, and then personal use of social media. This is something new that all towns are putting in. The section applies to employees using social media in their personal non-official capacity. Personnel or non-official use of social media means day-to-day use of social media by employees that is unrelated to their work duties. Employees Personal, non-official use of social media may only occur on off hours. In other words, you shouldn't be doing Facebook while you're at work. And any posting of anything that has to do with the town has to be approved by the select board or by the foreman in this case. That's what that does. Okay, anything that we do in the public is public records, so your salaries, our salaries as select board are all public record. Town offers the following employee benefits. All full-time employees, 40 hours excluded full-time for benefits, are eligible for group health insurance coverage as then offered by the town. Coverage will become effective the first day of the month following the start date of employment or on a date stated by the town group health plan. Application to enroll in this plan must be made through the town office. Health insurance stipend. Employees already has health insurance coverage and elects not to enroll in the town plan. A health insurance stipend will be paid to that employee. The stipend will be paid in 2 installments, May and November. Is that what we currently do? Or do we pay one now?
January and June, end of June, I believe it is.
What is it?
January and June.
January 1 and June
So
3rd.
in June 1st or June 30th?
Yeah,
I think it's
okay.
July 1st, whichever.
January.
Yeah, because we just
1
paid
and
those. in
July
July.
1, okay. All right. Vermont State Employees Retirement Pension available to all permanent, full-time or part-time employee works a minimum of 40 hours a week. Workers' compensation insurance, deferred compensation may choose to contribute. We have that as well, if I remember right. Anything, the uniform, shoes and other allowances will pay the cost of. Town will give each highway employee a stipend $150.
$250.
250.
That's what I thought. Annually for the purpose of purchasing and required steel-toed safety shoes. Safety shoes must be minimum 8 inches high, meet the OSHA standards, basically. The employee must turn in receipt for the store with safety shoes. Town will pay the cost of renewing employee CDL.
Yeah,
And will pay to maintain the federal motor carrier medical examination certificate for employees who hold a CDL. This will be done by using the issued HRA card or stipend to the employees, whichever.
we, as I say,
I think
we don't offer
We
any.
don't have the HRA, right?
Right. Well,
Do we?
we don't, but that's only because this particular group of employees has chosen not to take any of the insurance at
Okay,
this point.
right.
So we might as well leave that in there because
We
the
don't know
next
if in the
person
future,
might, yeah.
right? Okay.
which
Okay, as of May 2009, current employees are required to obtain federal motor carrier medical examination clearance. Yep. Seasonal employees will not be offered these benefits. Town reserves the right to change insurance carriers, to add, delete, or amend benefits programs at its sole discretion. Town also reserves the right to change the amount of percentage of contribution to the cost of any group health insurance program. Employees will provide an advance notice of any change contribution rate. Workers' compensation insurance applies to all employees. That's pretty standard. Holiday leave. I think these are the ones that Nikki gave me.
yeah, I think
You guys get
I
New
think-
Year's Day, Town Meeting Day, Memorial Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, right?
I think they've always gotten their birthdays.
Did, but you took it away from us.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, I thought that got taken away.
I was gonna say,
My sister took it away. Full-time employees will receive holiday leave pay for the number of hours in the employee's typical work day in which the holiday falls at the employee's regular rate of pay. Is that true? Yes. You get, in other words, you get the holiday off with pay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I was trying to see if it tells about the double time.
It's federal.
I don't see where it says anything about double time on the holiday. That's, I didn't see.
Right,
here.
what I'm saying right now it is. Should it be added?
You'd be called into work with those required to their supervisor to work on a holiday to meet the work deadlines. If non-exempt employees are required to work on a holiday, will be paid both holiday pay and for the hours worked on the holiday, which is, that's true, right?
That's your double time and a half.
That's your- Yep. They may opt to receive comp time for the hours worked in the holiday in lieu of pay.
Yep.
Okay. Vacation leave. I think this is the other thing that Nikki updated for us. Full-time employees will accrue vacation every pay period at the following rate: 4 to 12 months, 2 hours, 2 to 6 years, 4 hours, 7 to 20 years, 5 hours, and 20 plus years, 6.5 hours. Does that sound right?
So in other words, if you're 20 plus years, you're getting over 4 weeks vacation. What are you getting after 1 or 2? 1 or 2 years, you're getting 26 times 2, 40, 52 hours. What is it you getting a week for the first year?
Week
for the first year. Week and a couple days
Yeah.
for the first year. And then after that, you double that down, you're getting 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Yeah.
And then we did say vacations hours may not be taken before credit to an employee. A maximum of 80 hours may be carried over. That was the change that we made, I think.
Okay.
Well, what Right.
did you say about not?
Vacation hours may not be taken before they are credited to an employee.
Right.
That's right.
if I retire with vacation time left?
That's coming.
Fit.
If
Thanks for your donation.
if employment is terminated, employee has vacation hours left in their leave amount, the employee will compensate for those hours in their final paycheck.
And that's,
So that goes for the same as retirement.
be the same thing as if he doesn't take all his
Yes.
during the year, he'd get paid at
Yes.
the end of the year. Okay.
Yeah. Employees are strongly encouraged to take all their annual vacation. Requests for vacation should be submitted to police supervisor as soon as possible. Sick leave, we changed this too. Full-time employees may accrue sick leave at a rate of 2 hours per pay period. Sick leave hours may carry over from one calendar year to the next. There's no ceiling on the accrual of sick leave hours. I don't know if there was before or not. I couldn't remember.
And they have
Was.
Yeah,
a little bit better.
and sick time may be used when an employee cannot come to work because his or own sickness or the sickness of his or own immediate family. Sick time may also be used for transferring him or herself to a medical related appointment as well as medical, immediate families or spouse again. Employee may use sick leave for the purposes below, and it just goes through if employee is ill or injured, covered under workers' comp. Employee obtains professional diagnostic, preventive, routine, or therapeutic health care. That's all the same, pretty much the stuff that was in there before. Town does reserve the right, and this is boilerplate again, to ask for a doctor's note stating the condition of the employee if more than 3 consecutive days of sick leave are taken. In other words, if you're forward there, we could ask for the reason why they're out for that long.
In most cases,
Which
pretty much we know you guys, this is more along the lines of.
eligible
People come-
part-time employees, I left this in there because we talked about possibly having some part-time personnel
Yep.
down the future. Will receive prorated sick time 1 hour every 52 hours worked is how we set it up. And they have to be over 18 to get that. Works an average of 20 more hours per week during the year and is expected to work more than 20 weeks in a 12-month period. So it's kind of like a seasonal employee. If
So
you will.
works an average of.
Eligible retire times are allowed
I
to
just
accrue. They
looking
can
at the,
accrue only 5 days of sick time.
right, I'm just looking at the second bullet, works an average of 20 or more hours per week during the year.
Yep,
But in the next bullet, you're saying they can only work 20
20 weeks.
20 weeks, and
Right,
so
right.
works an average of 20 or more hours during their 20-week period. Okay,
Yeah.
just want to make sure that
Yeah.
that's
No,
not worded
yeah.
so that it's.
Right, no,
Yep.
that makes sense.
Yep.
Yes.
And then we put in bereavement leave. Employees may be provided with up to 3 paid bereavement leave days prorated for the part-time employees related to death of a close family member, domestic partner, or member of an employee's household. The exact amount of time off is dependent upon circumstances and subject to the supervisor's approval. For purpose of this policy, close family members are defined as the following: spouse, civil union partner, romantic, cohabitant, parent, step-parent, grandparent, child, stepchild, grandchild, sibling, aunt, uncle, niece, nephew, parent-in-law, or sibling-in-law. It's tried to cover it all. Paid bereavement leave does not accrue, thus when not used is not carried forward. So that's
Some of
what
the
you get.
states have to do.
Right.
In that section, instead of for purpose of this policy, close family members are defined as, but not limited to the following. Because,
But not limited to.
yeah, I mean,
Well, wait a minute, that's very obscure reference. I mean, you could literally put anybody in there with not limited to. Why not just keep, I mean, you've got almost everybody in the kitchen sink in here already. Why would you want to add that obscure reference that people can?
Who do you think we're missing in that list?
well, I mean, I'm just saying that if,
You're thinking like uncles?
Well, I'm.
They're in there. You got uncles and nieces,
Yeah.
third cousin removed. I don't think that exactly qualifies.
The other way to do it would be, or subject to approval.
There you go. Okay,
Select board.
yeah,
Okay,
okay.
yeah, there's something in the end there that
Yep.
says,
Or approved
That
by.
allows-
yeah, other requests, maybe,
Special
yeah,
circumstances,
special
maybe.
circumstances, yeah.
May be considered.
I just feel like, well, can I just use Brian for an example?
Yeah,
Say one of Brian's, men that he served with
yeah, dies,
dies.
yeah. No,
I
agree.
don't feel like,
We, I agree, yeah.
Well, in most jobs, you take you take off your holiday to go to that. Like, there's people included in here that they're not offered outside of municipality kind of work. We've talked about before about the contracts and things and how municipalities are different and they offer a lot more than others do.
right,
So I mean, like uncles and aunts for the normal sector, you're not getting those off. You're getting one day, not three. If you need more than one, you gotta use your own vacation or personal time towards it. I mean, I'm not belittling a war veteran or a buddy. I'm just saying, if they're that close, you take the day off. And go
right,
see it.
well, that's what I'm saying is if Brian was to come to the select board and say, hey, look, I need half a day off on this day.
Yeah.
There should be the ability to approve
Yes.
that.
Or his
Right.
supervisor,
And I should-
yeah, if he went to Mac, and said,
Caveat
hey,
at the
my
end.
best friend just.
That's all I'm saying, is
Yeah.
throw that caveat in.
I
there.
agree. Then the other one is a full-time employee is entitled to 3 personal days per year with a regular day's pay accredited for them for whatever purpose they choose to provide. It gives them a supervisor 24 hours notice before they take it. And the supervisor approves the leave. The leave does not accumulate from year to year and will not be compensated if the employee leaves the town employment regardless of the reason. So you get 3 personal days a year to use. If you don't use them, you lose them.
So those are like free.
That,
vacation.
Wasn't that more than that last year on the old policy?
30 day, not for
Not for personal, I don't
personal,
think,
I don't think.
because I think
I thought it was a little bit more.
that was added in because of the accruing time. Instead of just getting instead of getting 2 weeks after 2 years, the accruing time. This was thrown in there for the 3 days that you can use anywhere, anytime,
Anytime, just need to give your
and then you can
employer
accrue.
a day's notice.
You get 3 gimmies.
Yep. And then section 25 is the short-term family leave FMLA, which is a standard thing that everybody has to do now. 26 is leave absence without pay. All requests for leaves absence without pay for any reason other than those covered by federal state law must be submitted in writing to the employer's supervisor and must set forth purpose for which the leave is requested. All leave requests must be for a defined period of time and to include a specific date of return. Such leave requests are subject to sole discretion of the town for approval, basically. Military leave, that's a standard military leave that all towns have to have. Jury leave, the town will compensate you if you get called to jury duty. That's basically what it's saying in accordance with the state law.
Yeah, because the courts won't pay you much.
Right, right. When the town employees are called to serve as a witness, court proceeding due to their status of employment with the town will compensate the employee for the difference between the two. Okay, next one is the one you really want to pay attention to, overtime. The town of Bakersfield compensate all non-exempt employees at the rate of 1.5 hours for each hour worked, which exceeds their regularly worked hours in any work week. Employees employed in executive administrative assistant like Tammy, in lieu of the pay, they get comp time basically. An employee who has accrued 40 hours of comp time will be paid overtime compensation for additional time hours worked. That's more for the managerial side of things.
Yeah, but remember, you don't get taxed on overtime anymore.
Right. Yeah. Woo-hoo.
Where was that last winter?
Yeah, there was that last 30 years, right?
I can't retro that for last winter?
Callbacks, when employees call back to work, their supervisor other scheduled times, they shall be accredited no less than 1 hour for actual work for each callback. So a minimum of a 1 hour pay if it takes them 10 minutes to do. Is that what you usually do or no? I couldn't remember.
Is it a 1
Or is it 4?
I thought it was 4.
Some used to be 4, that's why I wasn't.
If you get called in and you show up and it's something,
Stupid.
you know, there's a tree across the road.
Right.
How many hours do you get? How many hours did you
We've
typically?
never specified that, but most places I think do the 4.
Yeah,
I think most are 4, but this says 1, that's why they're,
yeah,
Yeah.
I,
you wanna change that to
well,
4?
what is, as a select board, what do we think?
You gotta give them some incentive, get out of bed at 2 o'clock in the morning to go clear a tree out of the road.
And if they get another call, they're already being paid, they aren't gonna get another 4 hours, they're gonna get 4 hours, and if they get called within that 4 hours, they're already being paid to do that.
Yeah.
That's the idea behind the 4-hour
Yeah.
minimum.
Is that in a pay period, you mean?
Right.
It's been in the, we,
Yeah.
we cruise.
You'll end up
roads.
doing other things. at
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Is that in a pay period or a day? What are we talking?
Per day, yeah. Would it be?
I don't know. I'm asking
It's
it.
per
to
call
kind of
unless it's
spitball
within
over
the-
here.
In fact, 4 hour per pay.
So once a day, if I call you out 3 times and each time takes an hour, you only get 4 hours in a day.
Once you're called out, you're on the payroll for 4 hours. If at the end of that 4 hours, they get called again, technically they get another 4 hours. If it's not under their, that would cover the 8 hours there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
And
What if it takes,
I don't know.
I'm just playing devil's advocate, what if it takes you 5 hours? That takes you to the next block.
well, no, then he just gets paid 5 hours because he's in the next block. It's 4 hours minimal.
4 hours to complete the job, or you're on an hourly
Just-
rate.
Just clarify.
How long do most jobs take, Mac?
Depends.
You get called out, I mean,
Free in, East Bakersfield Road, we usually cruise all the roads just to make sure.
Just to make sure everything else is open, right? Right.
If there's one, there's usually one.
But if it's a road washout, they could be there the rest of
They
the
could
night.
be there rest of the
Right.
night, right?
That's.
but they're being paid the hours. I'm just trying to figure out, is 4 hours a good number? Is 2 hours, 3, 1?
Yeah, no,
I mean, a call out sucks. I used to do it and I get called out, you know, and it was, for us, it was, I don't know what it was, honestly. It may have been 4 hours, door to door, portal to portal.
Mhm.
And I don't know how it's done here, like normal.
Basically 4 hours in a 24-hour period.
Right.
Yeah.
And then after that, it goes to.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I think 4 is sufficient. I think 4 is appropriate.
I changed that.
Yep, perfect.
Fire department leave just says basically anybody that's on the fire department can leave and they'll be paid during that time.
Yep.
Crime victim leave, same thing. If you're a victim of a crime, you have to go to court to testify or do something, you're paid by the town for that. Job abandonment, employee does not report to work or call in for 3 consecutive days, they are considered a quit without notice. Employment harassment, discrimination, that's pretty much standard plate. Sexual harassment, same thing. Health and safety, kind of, you know, that's a standard boilerplate for that as well. Grievance procedure. In the case of disagreement or issue between the employee and the supervisor, or the employee and the select board, the employee will state their case to the supervisor to understand both sides of the issue and come to an agreement. If the employee is not satisfied, they may proceed to step 2. Employee will state their case to the group consisting of the town clerk, 1 select board member, and their supervisor. The issue will be discussed along with possible solutions. Employee and their supervisor may come to an agreement at this meeting. If the employee does not satisfied with the results, step 2, they may proceed to step 3. Step 3 is the issue will be taken up by the full select board in executive session if applicable. The select board will pass down any final decision regarding the issue and is the ruling body on all personnel matters. That's pretty standard too, I believe, but. Severability, that's just basically any provision of this personnel policy or application hereof to any person or circumstances held invalid. This invalidity does not affect the provisions or application of the personnel rules. Basically is all it says. Police safety, we take that very seriously. Oops, it says town manager. Gotta take that out. Select board. Or should that say town clerk? Or it's just, forget the forms.
Reporting forms, maybe
Reporting forms, we
Change
have
to the
routine,
town.
that'd be town clerk, right? Does Kathy have those?
it could be town clerk,
Yeah.
or instead of risk management services, that's where the select board would be.
Right.
Or select.
Well, that's VLCT.
Select board,
Or
right?
select board or risk management services at VLCT.
Okay,
So there should be 3 options for them to
yep.
do that.
Okay, if a town, this is again pretty much boilerplate to most towns, but if a town vehicle's involved, you have to call the state police, make an accident report. Injury, make sure you do your lost time injury report. Property damage, any incident involving real or possible loss of damage must be documented. Other instances requiring this should be. A report, any instance should be reported by the supervisor or town clerk. So that's, if you get into an argument with somebody, just make us aware that you get into an argument with somebody type of thing. With routine operations which result in loss or damage of non-town property involves a town employee, interruptions of earning or any other situation may pose a risk to town liability. The completed report should be submitted to the town clerk's office the same day the incident occurs. Next morning, if the incident occurs at night, the first working day following a weekend or holiday. This report may be used to initiate an insurance claim and notifies the select board an incident of a serious matter has happened. So that's pretty much all of the actual policy. And then it goes into the addendums. It has a sheet for them to fill out and say they've read it, they've agreed to it. The adoption date, then it goes into the different tables of contents. It goes over the conflict of interest policy. It goes over controlled substance policies, alcohol policies, sexual harassment, health insurance policy, health and safety policy, jury duty. They're all the individual policies
And
that are listed.
this is something for them to
So
read
this,
after it's
what,
adopted.
yes, but
Okay.
this also should be posted, Josh,
Yep.
on the board
town
down at the
website.
town, well, at the town garage. You know, the one where they have all the
State law.
state stuff?
Yep.
This
Yep.
should be posted down there so that they're aware of it. And it's on the board.
Read
If they-
it- read it
Yeah, and they
carefully,
can say,
read
geez,
it.
what was that policy? I can go over and look at it.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
all I had for the personnel policy.
So Todd, were you, did the changes that,
The only thing I don't agree with still is the stipend for the insurance,
yep,
because it just helps, that seems to me if you hire somebody in 2 weeks and they come on at X amount of dollars and they get full insurance, they're making like double these guys. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
That's like $1,000 a month.
Most companies don't even give a stipend anymore, Mac.
What's that?
Most companies don't give a stipend anymore, Mac.
So you want us to go on insurance instead?
Go on insurance. That's your prerogative, dude.
It's an option
at
to
it.
have, but
But
What do you
you've
think is
chosen
fair?
not
You'll give you
to.
12 grand not to go on insurance? Go on insurance. If you need the insurance, go on the insurance. Everybody needs to be insured.
just say it just doesn't seem quite right.
Yeah, it is what it is. I don't know what the other municipalities do, but I know that, again, the outside of the school and the municipality sector, you don't get anything. I don't get $1 for being on anybody else's insurance. Telling you right now, they're like, thanks.
we did get a stipend at Camp Precast, but it was just a fraction of the cost of the insurance.
I was gonna say, I
It's
think,
like
Town
10%.
of Gettysburg does it this way.
I think ours is $600.
Your stipend, $600? Yeah.
$600, $600, like you guys, half a year and then, or beginning of the year and then half year, so 1,200 total. That's the system.
Companies don't do it anymore. They just,
It hurts me. Well, it's not gonna bother me. Just say it.
No,
If you get lucky and find somebody that doesn't need insurance, then it's all on the level playing field.
So
these guys could take insurance.
Basically, what it boils down to.
We didn't put an amount in here.
Item terms is by 3 people not taking insurance. As a whole extra truck being.
Listen, we all live in the town. Not one of you live out of the town, so you're giving yourself an extra truck payment, right?
Yes.
We're saving the town the money is what happens by you guys not taking the insurance. But by right, you can opt to take the insurance. Right?
Okay, so I'll do the
there's,
updates.
there's no number in that.
No, there's no number. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
As I
That-
said, I didn't
that-
remember seeing a number at
No,
least.
that was negotiated through different meetings that we've
Right.
had over the different times.
Yep. Other than that, was there any other questions on it?
Everything else seemed fair.
Pretty straightforward.
Okay. I think it spells it out a little more than the previous one did.
Yeah.
There seems to be more. So it's easier to understand what's expected of them as an employee.
And well, as I say, if we adopt this tonight, this personnel policy with the changes that Todd's gonna make, so technically we'd adopt it at the next meeting. So theoretically, you do have 2 weeks.
Yeah.
To look through it and see if there's anything else.
There's something else.
If you see something else on there, get in
Yeah.
touch with Todd. Todd will
Email.
say, hey, this
Yep.
was brought up
Yep.
and we can either discuss it at the next meeting or if it's something simple, a decision can be made, I'm sure, but
Road policy was the other one.
okay. So
We're
that,
doing that tonight too?
that's the personnel policy. That one's short, isn't it?
This is a short one, very short one.
Okay.
Town of Bakersfield road policy, you got it in front of you. Mike. Select Board of Town of Bakersfield, County of Franklin, this goes down through. It basically says, here's what we're responsible for. Applicability of the policy. It's based on state law, basically is what it says. Road classifications follows all the state standards for road classifications. Reclassification, it talks about that residents of the town of Bakersfield may petition. That's again, right out of the orange book. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Class 4 roads, I left that. I said, see the policy that we already have.
Yep.
The section 4 agricultural or woodland access to town roads. The temporary road cut permit is required. Do we do that?
Yes, we have a,
Okay.
do we have a
That's kind of the
temporary?
road, that's that.
We have an
don't-
agricultural.
They can, if they fill out a permit.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
If existing unpermitted accesses,
That aren't
So
agricultural.
this is kind of like a so if somebody's login, they cut in to do a temporary access. Do we
Right.
have a permit process for that?
I feel like that should fall under the agricultural.
That's what
It
does.
really should, like,
Yeah.
they should have to fill out the permit
Right,
to put in a culvert for
right.
temporary use.
that way they,
And the stipulation in at the end or in our thing would be that it is removed and the ditch line is restored after completion.
and if there's any damage
Yes.
caused by it.
Yeah.
And it has to, in here, it has to be renewed annually. So
Yeah,
you get a chance to look at it, and if they aren't taking care of it, you can say, I'm not renewing it. Put it
Right.
back to, you know what
I,
I'm saying?
I think that's a good thing to add.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it talks about the town roads and bridges may be posted to limit the, yeah.
On the agricultural accesses don't have to be updated annually.
No, but do we want them to be? That's the question, so that he gets a
There'd be a
chance.
lot of people that would have to update a lot of permits.
Okay. Well, I think this
I-
is the
I think-
temporary, this is the temporary ones.
Agriculture or woodland access to
The
town.
temporary road cut permit
Yeah.
is required for seasonal. That's a
More like
temporary,
a
that's the one I'm talking about.
Okay, for seasonal.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Not the full timers.
Yeah.
Right, full timers,
Okay.
yeah.
yeah.
This is the no, this is the seasonal one.
Okay,
Someone that's cutting in for sugaring, maybe temporarily, that type of thing.
yeah, okay.
Trails, the trail is defined to mean the public right away. That's right out of the green book away as well. Reclassification of highways, that's right out of the orange book.
Mhm.
Highway construction and maintenance, the roads or associated improvements shall be constructed in accordance with the sound engineering practice in this policy. The construction guidelines and standards contained in this policy are a minimum and may be exceeded to meet traffic or other conditions. All new culverts shall be a minimum of 18 inches diameter.
Yep.
That true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless, I mean,
New and
they're
re-
special,
Right.
like, at the top of a hill, I mean, you.
Right.
Or you can't get the depth, you know. but
Right.
Usually.
And then newer replacement bridges and culverts will meet the 25-year event or Q25 standard. Okay. Roadside ditches shall be treated to minimize erosion and remove sediments and other pollutants from runoff. That's pretty standard
Yep.
as well. The seeding, the mulching, the place, that's all there. All bridges shall have a minimum of 2-lane width, except some existing bridges. The select board should hereby adopts and will enforce the following construction guidelines or standards from the Vermont Agency of Transportation, which are considered integral to the policy. So these are the different policies. I think those are standard for most
Which they
people,
have to
right?
follow anyway, yeah.
So that's all pretty much the same. Right-of-way access and private roads and driveways, select board shall have control of
we,
access.
Can we go to the chapter, to the paragraph just above that? I see complaints is.
Oh, complaints?
Yeah. Just to make sure that we.
Yeah, complaints concerning actions of the town road crew or any situations concerning the construction or maintenance of town roads will first be submitted to the town road foreman, which it should be. And if satisfaction is not forthcoming to the select board, a formal complaint may be tendered to the select board. During the severe weather conditions, it will be the policy of the town of Bakersfield to keep main routes open before utilizing town equipment to maintain less traveled side roads and dead end town roads, which is what we do, right? In an emergency, town equipment will be dispatched to sand or plow in front of school buses. Emergency equipment needed urgent access. Such request should be placed directly to the road foreman or select board.
Just wanted to make.
No,
sure
is,
that-
I mean, does that make sense?
That
with
sounds
everybody?
good to me.
Okay,
Just wanted to make sure it was
right.
heard out loud.
And select board shall have control access to town road right of way for installation of or repair of utilities, for access to driveways, entrances or approaches. Water lines or new utilities shall be bored under paved road or shall be installed on existing aerial infrastructure. They can go above the road. Person who wishes to cut the road surface of a town highway for purpose, or who wishes to create or repair an entryway onto or through the right of way of the town highway, or wishes to do any other work, has to the right of way, it should be right of way. Alteration permit, is that what we call it? I couldn't remember what we called it.
Just an access permit.
Just an access permit, okay. That's what I'll put.
Get too many permits, so think about.
Yeah. Permit. And submit it for consideration to the select board. Barriers and sign must be placed at the edge of any excavation, to prevent the vehicles or pedestrians from danger. Select board will require another site visit with the applicant or his representative before making the decision on permit of the application. If a culvert is required for a private road or driveway which has no culvert to an existing dwelling or for new constructions, has to be a 12-inch or 18-inch and not to exceed 30 feet in length.
It can be longer than that. Sometimes it's better to be longer than 30.
So what do you want to put in?
Minimum.
30 foot or
Ours-
greater?
The one right now says minimum of 30, 18 by 30.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
18 by 30 is the
Okay.
minimum culvert requirement.
not to exceed, but you want me to put minimum?
I would say minimum, because not to exceed says you can't put in more than
Right.
30 feet. And if you had like a
Gotcha.
barnyard or something like that, you
Right.
gotta pull a tractor trailer truck in there, you may need 3 of them, you know.
Minimum of 30 feet in length. Installation at the owner's expense,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Larger or longer car may be installed at the installation of the owner's expense. Or a larger may be installed at the discretion of the applicant and the concurrence of the road foreman.
Mhm.
With the applicant bearing any additional cost, basically. The town will maintain or replace the primary driveway culvert as necessary, but replacement or resetting of any other culvert previously granted or installed by the town of Bakersfield will be responsibility of the owner. Is that true?
Town will
As-
maintain
as-
or replace.
According to the VLCT, most towns do not take over maintenance.
Yep.
Cause
That was-
we talked about that last year.
Right, yeah.
Gonna get very expensive.
Yeah, who was it that brought that? Was it Granger, I believe, brought
Right.
that up, that in most of the situations that he's come into, once the initial
Culvert.
installation is done,
Yeah.
it's on the landowner. They still have to fill out
So
the
should I
permit to work
strike
within the
that?
right of way.
Right.
That town will maintain or replace primary driveway culvert as necessary. Take that out, you're saying?
Take that out.
But replacement, resetting any granted installed, the town of Bakersfield will be responsibility of the owner.
So yeah, I would say replacement,
Just
or
say not both, but
resetting.
replacement,
Yep,
yep.
replacement or resetting of
Yep.
any other culverts previously granted or installed by the town of Bakersfield would be the responsibility of the owner of the private road and or driveway.
And then any ditches or slopes within the town highway right of way will be restored to their original or better condition at the conclusion of the construction.
Yep.
Backfilling and road service materials shall be the same type excavated or shall be the same type deemed suitable by the road foreman. All required water drainage structures shall be installed and returned to their original condition. Any guardrail or culvert marking post removed during the construction must be replaced. If the nature of work or safety dictates, the road foreman may require that a member of the town road crew be present and the permit holder reimburse the town for that expense. I'm not sure if that's.
We can put that in there. It can always be waived if
Okay.
necessary.
Roadside warning signs are at least 100 feet on either side of the construction site will be installed by the permit holder during the duration of the work. Any culvert required by a new entrance onto a town highway for purposes other than access to the principal dwelling must be supplied and installed by the permit applicant at his or her. I better put that in the expense. No entrance to a town highway may be located to create a road hazard, blind entrance, etc., or other impediment to safe travel of vehicles along a public highway. The select board retains authority to require permit applicant to relocate any proposed entrance way to mitigate the foreseen hazard. That makes sense?
I would say any foreseen hazard, because it could be the amount of water that's coming down through it require it to move, or could be the soil type underneath the culvert that may require it to be moved, so.
Roadside trees in the right of way. The width of the road right of way in most towns is 3 rods, 49.5 feet or 24.75 feet from the center line of the road to the edge of the right of way. Paved or gravel roadways are typically 20 feet wide, so the town right of way typically extends 15 feet from the edge of the roadway. The width of a few roads and right of ways in Bakersfield vary. More information may be found at the town office. Both town and landowners have interest in the maintenance of trees within the town's right of way. Town is required by law to remove trees that are a hazard and that obstruct the sight lines or cause damage to the road. The town is also required not to damage or destroy trees that are not hazardous, do not obstruct sight lines or cause damage to the road. Recognizing the interest of both the town and the landowner in trees growing within the right of ways, considering the safety of the general public using town roads, the town of Bakersfield requests that the owners wishing to cut trees within the town right of way give 2 weeks' notice to either the town tree warden or road foreman. Cutting of trees by persons other than under the supervision of the town tree warden or road foreman or by them is discouraged. Notice will be given to the town to abutting landowners when the road maintenance requires removal of roadside trees that are not considered hazardous. That pretty standard?
You think you need 2 weeks' notice if
Right,
Al's gonna cut the shrubs on the side of the road?
yeah, really.
I just,
No,
Yeah.
that seems
Yeah.
that seems a little excessive, but I mean.
I think it's not shrubs. They're talking about cutting down trees, right?
Oh, yeah,
I mean, we-
shrub is a tree.
Come on, Josh.
Not necessarily.
Unnecessarily. Let's just leave it as it is. We're picking over nothing.
Town road weight limits, the select board of the town of Bakersfield has the authority to raise local weight limits above 24,000 pound limits set by the state law, but it will do so only upon written application. Procedures to be followed are in that whole section. So that's pretty much the same thing as boilerplate again.
Yep.
Road acceptance, just we're gonna accept the road based on the application, road foreman's gonna look at it. That's actually like what they want to do with Sunset View,
Yep.
basically is what this is talking about. Any application for acceptance of new road constructed by a landowner or presented to the town per state of Vermont laws allowing such petition will be acted on by the select board accordingly. By presenting the proposal of the voters of the town for action, if the road is accepted by the voters of the town, it will be classified appropriately after acceptance. In the event the circumstances dictating this policy change in the future, the select board will put forth a new policy change. I think that's pretty much all of that. We're getting there, almost to the end. Use of town equipment on private roads and driveways. The equipment of the town of Bakersfield will not be used for construction of private road or driveway except if necessary to correct a road hazard or condition by the adjacent town highway with permission of the owner of that private road or drive. The town of Bakersfield retains the right to back and turn, I should say, from or onto a private driveway incident to maintenance operations in the right of way of the adjacent town highway unless expressly forbidden in writing by the landowner. That's pretty standard, I think, too. Highway solicitation coin drops, I just put that in there. We don't see them as much as we used to, but I figure we should leave it in there. I don't think we've ever had one on a town highway that I know of, but Boston Post Road could all of a sudden pop up with one or something. Emergency use of town. I hope not.
there with the bucket.
Emergency use of town and private equipment. If federal, state, or disasters emergencies declared, the town road equipment may be used to mitigate road hazards or damage at the discretion of the select board. The select board may hire such private equipment workers to restore public highways and roads to a safe condition. Contingency funds or anticipated federal or state grants may be used for this purpose. Severability and compliance with other regulations. Any portion of the town of Bakersfield road policy is held unconstitutional or invalid. It just makes it invalid, basically. Effective date will be 60 days after the adoption by the town select board.
So let's make those couple
Did you make
corrections.
those changes
Yep,
to
make those
both of
couple. Did you see anything?
What?
That's in there.
That's in there.
What was it?
Yeah, there's applications every spring.
Agricultural.
Yeah.
Okay, while you
Oh, I
look
didn't
at,
know that.
Since when?
Where did you hear that from?
From state statutes.
From the what?
State statutes.
What's this say?
Actually pass, or they're trying to pass it, or they're trying to revoke it.
I don't know, the way I read it was that they had,
Maybe. they
because it's
passed it,
no
they're trying
longer
to
a family
revoke it.
farm type
Mm-hmm.
situation. That most of these farms are contracting out their trucking and everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's no, yeah, it's not agricultural anymore, it's commercial now.
Agricultural,
Right,
and same thing with sugar, because
right,
it's no longer a family sugar house.
right. It's now a business
And that
corporation,
caused a lot
right?
of damage to a
Yeah.
lot of-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acres with it. Everything,
Actually, I think it
Do you-
was on the LTC.
Could you come up with a number of that statute? I'd like to read that, if you don't mind.
what were you saying, Alan? I'm sorry.
I signed up for the VLTC, website or whatever it is,
Yeah,
and you get your weekly or bi-weekly newsletter.
Yeah,
I remember one of the topics was
yeah,
Ryan
Yeah.
talked about, like, they were, I don't know if they passed it or what, but they were considering,
Yep.
because it's gone more towards commercial.
a new law.
I think more and more towns are seeing.
I missed that one. I get it, but I must have.
I'll look it up.
Wonder it seems-
It is, I'll make sure it gets.
Push for
included
that
in
one.
there.
Remember we had him here.
So it's a new law regarding agricultural versus commercial.
So, Brian, it'd be section 12, posting town road weight limits is where that one was covered. But if we find that law and it is adopted, we'll have to
Add it in there.
amend that section.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll look it up
Yep.
versus.
So
commercial.
yeah, you make those corrections, Todd, and I think we're good to
And we'll
accept that
vote
one.
on it next time. I
Yep.
agree. Yep, that works.
So Tammy, if you can have the job posting ready for the next meeting
Yes.
from that thing that I sent you through the
Franklin.
Facebook Messenger, Franklin's
Yeah.
job posting. I sent it last meeting. So
Well, once we
it'll
get
it'll
this
say see
outta
town
here.
policy.
Right.
You need to put wages on.
We'll talk about. it.
Yep. Yep.
So you just want me to have it blank with you to fill in some things?
Yep.
Yes.
Fill it in
Yep.
and you'll fill it in.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
AI says that on May 30th, 2025, a recent Vermont Supreme Court ruling determined that the farming is not exempt from all municipal regulation. Specifically, the ruling indicated that while municipalities cannot regulate farming activities related to water quality, which fall under blah, 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 they may regulate other aspects of farming and outdoor cannabis cultivation. This has been seen by some as a significant change in the understanding of the agricultural exemption from the municipal zoning. It's my friend Google.
We'll have to get the
I'll see if I can find the actual rule.
we get the actual
Yeah.
law to
The
see
law,
what we can
see
and
what
what
it
can't
says.
restrict.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Wow,
Makes sense.
that's
So
something.
that covers road and personnel.
That's
policy.
something.
Yep,
Well done. Thank you, Todd.
Yeah.
That was,
no problem.
A
Police
bit.
contract, nothing to update.
all right, excellent. MERP, we've covered, correct?
Yep.
Luno property, we can't cover till we get Belvedere figured out. Warrants and reports have gone around.
Yep.
Planning grant update, we covered with grants. Road crew job posting update, we're gonna cover next meeting,
Yep.
Brigham Academy. Anything to update new?
I got a contact from Jeff Patterson. Thank you for showing us inside Brigham yesterday for all your insight and history and desires of the town regarding its restoration and bringing this property back to life. We have reached out to our real estate lawyer to draft options agreement, and we'll get that to you as soon as it's ready.
Excellent.
Apparently, it's not ready yet, so. Jason and I were also wondering if it would be possible to schedule time to go into the building, so we can, the rest is blah, blah. Looking forward to working with you, et cetera. I offered to provide them with a set of keys.
Yep.
I also asked for proof of insurance.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, they need some kind of liability insurance if they're going in that building alone. Something.
Until
happens to-
such time, I will go in the building with them.
Yeah, or have them sign a waiver.
Options.
Sorry.
Have them sign a waiver that says if they get hurt.
Draft an options agreement.
Yeah. Have them sign a waiver that says if they get hurt on the property that they hold us, the town. and
Blameless.
a hundred
Yes,
percent.
they hold us reliable.
Sure, they can go in the building and they fall over.
No, I get it.
Well, he really wants to get in the bell tower and go in the attic. So I really want that insurance before I let him.
Oh, yeah.
Reviewing the mail. Insurance form. Municipal gravel pit due January 15th, 2026. Reapplication. Is that something? Okay, but who have you been? I was gonna say, Mark's not here.
Before that, we.
Hey, we're still going here. Calm down.
Have you guys?
Did you miss that?
Stuff for that sign?
You missed this. The municipal gravel pit. Permit, the next permit setup is due January 15th, 2026. Mac is going to teach one of our
How to do that?
Team.
guys, fellas,
True.
gentlemen. Here's
They
the
look so anxious.
Yeah.
January 15th, 2026. This is Todd, I think that's just a copy of all your,
Oh, that's all the permits that I've get.
okay? And Todd has also done the hearing for, Todd has also got us a, vicious dog hearing.
Yeah, but I went, when we had that last incident, I did some research and found out there's a certain policy we're supposed to follow, and it's called what, the wolf dog thing or something. And basically what it says is that anytime we've been notified of a vicious dog or a bite, then we have
And the money's on.
7 days to have a hearing with those people
And that I should warn the,
from the date of notification. So it means we have to be a little more proactive.
I'm not gonna be here.
Okay. So, members,
Yeah,
did you hear all that?
no.
Okay, so there's a new form
Or,
that needs to be filled out and
Dog
a
bite.
hearing needs to be held
dog
within
bite.
7 days of a dog bite.
oh,
I
just
get this-
reported to us within 7 days.
Required
Dog
to
bite.
meet in person with. the
Within
people.
7 days of our knowledge
Yes.
When, is this state mandate?
that it is,
Okay,
it's a,
Yep.
well, you give that to the dog catcher.
Yeah, the Book of Wolf, that's what I was trying to think of, yeah.
yeah, so, this'll, I think we should take my name off the bottom of it, cause I might not be the one that's filling it out.
I wasn't sure, I just put. that
Yeah.
there. We
I
can
just,
just,
I
that
think,
form.
I think you could sincerely
Have anyone.
Bakersfield Select Board.
I just
and
didn't know.
Put
if it might be-
anybody there, cause you
I
may
think
fill it
The
out.
chairman has to sign the thing. though. I
Oh.
think that's why.
Okay. We'll give that to.
I mean, it
Can-
doesn't
can
mean
you-
that I can fill it out. You just have to sign this when we.
Can
send it
you
to-
make a folder to put in the select board bin
Yeah.
that just has those in it so that we can come in if it's.
Dog bite.
This is a form that we
The
have.
form.
So make a few copies of this. So that we fill this out and then
Yes.
we're supposed to notify the owner of the pet that we've had a complaint. Tell them,
I'll-
basically go over the, what can happen.
Also, Tammy, if you're preparing the packet for us to pick up on our way to a dog bite situation, include our,
Law.
laws,
Yeah.
our statutes.
The statutes on it, yeah.
On
Yep.
animal control.
Include the Bakersfield one, do you want?
The Bakersfield one, yes, please.
Actually taking that wolf book with you, it's good too, because it has a lot of the state laws that require this.
You got 5 or 6 sets in that packet.
Yeah.
We'll just make copies when we get along.
So, letter from Alex, which he already covered.
Thank you, Tammy.
It's the, municipal gravel pit license permit? What's that called?
Reissuance of Vermont multiple sector general permit, reapplication municipal gravel pit due.
Why don't you just give her the paper? She can write it off of it. That's a math thing.
She printed it off.
I hear you.
That's it.
There you go, write it down.
Josh, you know, have you heard anything on the AEDs? Did Robert ever order those? for
I
you?
haven't heard from.
The only reason I say that is I just did Enosburg's Town Road Crew a couple weeks ago. Their CPR AED, which is required for the permit for
Okay.
the gravel pits.
Oh,
Oh,
So they have, the town, that's why I'm saying until we get that, I didn't want to, but yeah, at some point we need to get you guys CPR trained, first aid trained.
Try to make them considered first responders.
Well, I guess it's something to do with the state's requirement for working within the pit.
I think it's an OSHA thing.
Yeah, it's an OSHA thing. There's supposed to be, there should be a first aid kit set in the pit that you have access to when you're there. Oh, yeah. So like Enosburg's gonna probably put an AED in one of their trucks. So that truck is always, somewhere near the gravel pit, or if they're in the pit, they put the AED there while they're in the pit, that type of.
if you're alone, you're not using it too well.
That's what I'm talking
That's what I'm talking about. I need to find out from Robert where he is on that.
Tammy, can I also get you to make a folder for applicants for the road position that we haven't posted yet?
Yes.
We've got 3.
Word of mouth is doing good.
Yeah, man, we haven't even posted it yet and you got apps.
Grab an application later.
Yep.
Yeah, you can get double pay,
yeah, you filled 2 positions.
Can you put these in? it,
double
Tammy?
vacation, sick time, personal days. Man, you'd be cruising.
Covers, well, what she got here. Missisquoi Valley Rail Trail Management Plan. Oh, must go with that other one.
Oh, it goes with this thing?
No, that one's the Lamoille Valley.
Oh.
Missisquoi, this one comes from Swanton, this one comes from the. Yep, user survey. Have you used the trail?
No.
I know. No. I've driven by it.
Post this. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Post both these.
Just outside the door so people can scan that and
They want to take.
take a survey.
Yeah,
Sure.
the one, so they can take the
Yep,
survey.
because one's for one trail, one's for another. They're 2 different, unless you're in Sheldon, then they intersect. Not done yet.
One more.
Jesus.
I'm not gonna go into the full depth. I will read the important part of this. Dear members of the select board, please accept this letter as my formal resignation as chair of the zoning board of adjustment, effective 10 PM, July 22nd, 2025. Heather Jewett.
Yep. I make a motion, we accept her resignation.
We'll second that motion.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
No, Alan, you're not allowed to talk.
For your time.
Thank you, Heather, for your time.
Yes, thank you for your, the couple of years you did it for us.
Yes.
Now we have absolutely no one in that position because the other 2 were temporary for this thing. So we need to figure out what we're, well, I know that the suggestion is to convert the planning commission over to a board that would review this stuff and maybe that's what we need to do. That's right. Tammy wants to head it up. I heard it too.
I swear I heard that.
Nominate Tammy as the head of the development review board.
Yes, exactly.
All those in favor? Aye. It's carried
All right.
for 5-year term.
No.
No. Uh-oh.
They are going to do the POTUS test at the fire station
Oh, yeah.
this Wednesday morning.
What?
Yeah. that's what I was-
Hose test.
Hose test.
To test annually.
I didn't hear hose.
The apparatus. So what he's asking is, can he drive across Brigham Academy's lawn with the fire hose to stretch it out to our,
Saying you drive across. just
That's- yeah. No, he's driving across.
property. Whatever. There might be brooks, there might be stuff.
I told him to check with you first.
They're gonna use water.
From the hydrant on by Brigham Academy.
All that.
Never received one that's official before.
And he does have a number, he's there at the Eastwood's house or whatever for a little bit, he has a number.
I'm gonna be there, but I told him, I kind of excused and said, you need to talk to Mac on that. and make sure
Blisters.
that It's town property. I don't want to drive across town property. and then
Artist paper.
Wheel rut it and then
This-
say, what the heck?
this
is this?"
is-
So just to keep everything on the up and up and make sure everybody's doing the same thing. Can you get one of the property use permits? There's a permit.
Okay,
It's the same as the one that it's just a form.
yeah,
You
and
know,
I'll
like
have,
when the school did the
Yep.
videos on the
Yep.
park there.
Yep.
yeah.
Just fill that out.
So that I can get it to Paul and have Paul fill it out.
Or
Yeah. I
I
can't.
think, I
really-
didn't think we had it with
No, I
gun
think-
safety.
But yeah,
No, I'm just saying, if you have all the information,
I can put it down.
then you
yeah.
can put it all down and.
Paul is the person.
And
to
yeah, we already have the request from Paul on
Yeah.
record.
Yeah.
So it'd just be the
I can do
information
that.
that we need and the
You give me
date
the
so that
floor.
we can approve
Mm.
it. Just to make sure everybody does.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yep,
No,
I yawned, I'm
agree.
sorry.
That's why I told him to call, says I don't know
Yep,
what's
no,
required.
that's fine.
And the fire
Okay,
district
go
side of
left.
things, I said, you need to make them aware, if else, that if all of a sudden they see it drop in
Our
one
note
day. they're gonna
taker's
say,
just left.
"Well,
We have to wait
filled
for her to
the
come
hole,
back.
We did what? I don't think they
Yeah,
use a
I think
lot
I'll
of
have to
water. Cause it's,
She wants to
they
talk
fill the
about
hose and they
blisters.
blow it up with air. It has to stay so long and
But
if
she
it
weighed
doesn't,
the paper,
then they
yeah.
take that section away and they put the next sections on.
That counts as.
Is that the same one as usual, just worded different because of our new?
I know. Can't. Our note taker took off.
Yeah, it's just worded different. It's
Okay.
gonna- he's just setting the
Hey,
tax rate.
Tammy,
Right.
can we
I-
finish this
I've
up?
Never seen it worded so.
Roam back in here so we can finish this up.
So do you want me to read that? Or do you want to read it?
I
Roaming
can
off.
read it. I don't know if I can get through it.
So if we can just have one moment, we have, Tom has submitted the fact that Lance is about to read the statement. That we will then need to adopt. For.
Are you ready?
We can give her.
You'll have this afterwards, so. You are hereby commanded to receive of the several persons named in the list herewith committed to you. Designed as the 2025 town and school tax bill. The sum of money annexed to the name of each person respectively, and to pay such sum into treasury of said town in accordance with the provisions for the Vermont laws, and to be paid as so voted on March 4th, 2025 at town meeting day on or before October 6th, 2025. All sums as received by you shall be paid to the treasury of the town of Bakersfield. If at the end of October 6th, there shall remain upon the list together without legal warranty for collection, any unpaid taxes, there shall be turned over to the collector of delinquent taxes of the said town as provided by and directed by the Vermont statutes. The amount of gross tax herewith committed is $2,904,508.38 for articles passed on the town meeting day, March 4th, 2025, minus hold harmless from the state of Vermont in the amount of $56,939. This is to cover the expenses incurred by the taxpayers converting current use from the state to the town of the municipality. Basically, we the Select Board of Bakersfield hereby set the municipal tax at 0.7588. The state of Vermont has set the tax rate for the school at 1.7943. For the non-homestead, 1.4363. A tax rate of 2.5531, you'll have the paper in a minute. A tax rate of 2.5531 will be set for the non-residential properties and 2.1951 for homesteaders.
That's a lot of money. A lot of tax.
A lot of money. Oh, dear.
Oh, well, you're gonna reassess your house. It's going down.
Need a motion to accept that?
Yeah.
Yes,
I'll make the motion. We accept whatever Lance just read.
you're welcome to read it.
No, I'm just saying is, and, that we sign that as a select board.
Acceptance. Municipal.
Yes, yes. That's.
As
accept and
stated-
set the
as
minutes
stated.
stated on this form.
By Tom Jameson.
Yes,
Dated.
by Tom Jameson.
Aye.
There you go.
It does say Tom Jameson, treasurer of the town of Bakersfield, Vermont. We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made. We can check that after we do all this.
Yeah.
Motion's been made, seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Choice.
You got to say aye.
I know.
No, he doesn't have to do that.
You can abstain.
No, it's
What
still
no-
deep
what-
inside.
Non-disclosure.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the local tax, it's school tax. I say nay.
You say nay.
I say nay. What went
I
down?
don't know if it did.
I still say nay.
Yeah,
John. Naysayer.
yeah.
That's right. You put that
Are you
down.
gonna sign it?
I'll sign it. It went
You
through.
said nay.
No, no, the board.
Yes, it went through 3-1.
I'll borrow your pen. I'll put mine away.
Yeah, 3-1.
I just want to be on the record saying no.
There
There you go. Thanks.
it's just,
Can you, before you post this, can you get Nikki's signature?
Oh, no, we all know what's happening with the reappraisal.
Before you.
I don't care what anyone says.
Can you get Nikki's signature? I'm not sure when she's back.
it's gonna hurt our school tax with the town tax.
Both of them.
We'll see.
We have to say that,
Huh?
town tax.
Okay, I'll send it now.
See what happens. When your house goes up in value and you're paying 1% of X amount, when that amount goes up, it's more money.
Yeah, but we don't need 1% of it. Now we only need 0.8%.
We'll see.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, wave away, paper girl.
Assessors Listing Association, all the workshops are for listers and assessors.
signed it.
It's
there?
Thursday and Friday, September 11th and 12th, but we want to go Friday from 8:30 to 9. 8:30 to 5. And
Thank
7:05
you.
if you want to use the town credit.
No,
Kick that guy.
I had enough of this tax thing and assessments and listers. Denied.
So here's the deal. We put into the budget for your training, correct?
Just.
All you're asking for is the approval to use the credit card for, cause it's an online. Whoa, who's the third?
Katie. Oh, yeah.
The new person.
Okay, okay. I couldn't.
And we did approve
That's four.
training.
3.
Oh.
Sue stepped down.
Yeah, right.
Sue's
So
gone.
Can you get this signed? I will make a motion that we allow Tammy to use the credit card to charge 3 registrations of $75 a piece on it for,
You're making motion?
I am making the motion.
I will second the
Do
motion.
that.
Are you carpooling? Are you gonna save us on mileage for 3 to 1 of you, 1 car? Just asking.
It got
Okay,
seconded.
motion's been made,
Seconded.
seconded. Talk. See, let's talk more focused. All those in favor of that, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Was that a?
No,
Nobody said
You
nay.
said nay on this one.
no, I never said nay. I was just pointing out the obvious. I make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll
I
second. it.
second.
Somebody
A
said.
3rd, 4th and 5th.
Been made and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Meeting ends at what time, Josh?
Meeting ends at 8:54.